Yahoo Finance is following the Varsity Blues scandal, that nationwide college admissions scandal, as the first trial is set to begin this week. Remember, almost 50 defendants, including Hollywood celebrities like Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, were ensnared in that scheme. And we have our educator reporter, Aarthi Swaminathan, now with us to break down what we can expect from this first trial. And I see there's a high-profile name, a former executive at the Gap, is going to be appearing in court with his wife. What can you tell us?
Hey, Alexis. So I just want to take a step back here and examine what this case is about. It's about college counselor Rick Singer, who was at the center of this college bribery scandal, where rich parents wanted to get their basically daughters and sons into like some really, really privileged schools. They inflated college test scores. They created fake student athlete profiles and things like that just to gain admission into these schools. So tomorrow will be the jury selection, and it will be the first trial. We've seen some parents enter into plea deals, but this is going to be the first big high-profile trial. We have, obviously, like you mentioned, John Wilson used to be a former executive at Gap, at Staples, really high-profile guy who's based in Massachusetts. He had allegedly paid $1.5 million to get his twin daughters into, I think it was Harvard and Stanford, and also $220,000 to get his son into one of these schools. We also have Gamal Abdelaziz. I think he just goes by Gamal Aziz. He is based in Las Vegas, and he's also very interesting. He apparently paid $300,000 to get his daughter into USC, and they faked a profile saying that she was the Beijing national champion for basketball or something like that. Abdelaziz basically used to head up Wynn, the big casino company in Macau, and now he's back here. But it's so interesting, the types of people that are involved in this. It just seems to really span the gamut.
But tell me how many of these defendants are actually just saying, you know what, I'm not going to go to trial. We're just going to settle this thing. There are, I would imagine, more of them than those who are actually deciding to go to trial.
Yeah, so there is a tracker online. I think there are like more than 10 of them have already decided to plead guilty, but obviously there are some that are challenging it. So the part of the issue is that Rick Singer was cooperating with the federal government. There were like a lot of wiretaps involved and a lot of conversations. So they want to go to trial to make sure that some of this evidence is not coming out. It's just such an interesting case, especially the mechanics of how they're doing it. But the trial begins tomorrow. Jury selection begins tomorrow, and on Monday, which is the 13th, we're going to see a lot of this discovery come out. So we will know then. And then also just wanted to say that there are going to be like trials in November, in December. So this is not something that is just one and done. This is going to be something that's ongoing. We had been paused because of the coronavirus pandemic. So we're going to follow this coverage and let you know all the different executives, celebrities, parents that come up in this case.
Do we know if the parents are going to take the stand in these cases, Aarthi?
Yeah, so I think with this one, we know that the parents are going to say that it is just something that we do, family money. That's how the college admissions always operate. So that is sort of the argument that they're going to present. But obviously, other people are going to say you clearly rigged the system where it was clear case of bribery. So it's between those things. This is the way we do things versus how can this even be illegal? So we're going to see those two arguments play out.
Yeah, just because they may have been doing it for a long time doesn't make it right. All right, Aarthi Swaminathan, thanks so much. We know you'll be following those trials for us as they move on later this week.